What made you to become an entrepreneur?
Well, basically, for me, it was something that came naturally because my parents are entrepreneurs. And when I grew up, I actually saw them work and I saw how, and when I was young, they used to work for companies. And once they started their own business, I saw how our life changed. Of course, at the beginning, it was hard work, but I saw all the potential it gave. Also, that they were actually at home. When they wanted to be at home, they were free to go on holidays, but I saw the benefits of it. And I think if you're a son of entrepreneurs, then that's something that you see. And I think when I was like 12 years old, I decided that I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to have that life. I want to have the freedom, even though it means taking risks and working really hard.
How to make successful people speak with you?
Don't ask for something. So many people just contact people and say, oh, please give this to me, or please do this for me, or talk to me. And then my reaction is like, no, fuck off. Because it's so annoying that people are completely the taking mentality. I think if you're showing that you need help, but you're willing to give as well, and you're just in conversation, it grows. So don't go to someone, don't turn to someone and just say, okay, talk to me. Because then I'd say like, why? And I think you're annoying. But if you're just in normal conversation, you're showing that you're giving as well, maybe to others and helping others as well. That makes it much more interesting for me to help and reach out as well.
School versus self-education.
Okay, well, that's an interesting question. It's a bit of a cliche, but both. I mean, there's quite a few people nowadays dropping out because they think that they can start their own business. And for 99% of the people, that will be the wrong decision, in my opinion, because they're not ready for it. As long as you're not 100% sure what you're going to do and you don't have something, when you drop out, I would say stay in school. That's one. Then, even if you're in school and after you finish school, self-education is so important. Read books or listen to audiobooks, go to seminars, watch webinars. You will learn so much from it, and probably more than what you're actually learning at school. I'm not going to say drop out.
Too many people are thinking of dropping out when they're not ready for it.
Yes.
A good example of a successful entrepreneur who has dropped out is Iman. Like, he's determined, he's working hard, he's ready to crush it. And this is what a guy who drops out should look like. You should already be holding on to the next branch before you drop out. To drop out, you need to have the finances to do that. You need to be able to pay for your rent, pay for your food, pay for the water, pay everything. You need to know if you need to do that. If you can handle everything and take your business to the next level or personal brand to the next level without dropping out, then do that, because that would be the safe way out.
What should be the habits to become a successful entrepreneur? Because I know you're one, and maybe you can share your secret tips.
Secret tips. I'm not sure if there's like a secret tip. Okay, so I think one of the important things is you have to be able to handle stress, because if you're an entrepreneur, at some point you will get into stressful situations. Maybe at some point there's not that much work for you, or there's too much work for you. So that's one. You have to be willing to give up a lot, because I remember times where I would work so many hours a week, and maybe you can't go to the party you want to go to, or you can't do the workout you want to do. So be able, you have to be able to work hard, but in the end you will get rewards. To me, what really helped me, but that's a personal thing, is to meditate, because that really helps me keep my focus. But that's something, I do actually advise everybody to do it. Even if it's 10 minutes in a day in the afternoon, to take a moment for yourself, recharge, and then go. So I think those are like the most important ones, I guess. It's a hard question.
Yeah, I completely agree. When I started meditating, it gave me the focus I needed. Like, I felt that I could separate the thoughts that were just random and useless from the thoughts I really needed and were useful. Right now we're speaking with a guy who made this huge giveaway that was donating for children in need. So here are his tips and his thoughts on how to make an impact, even if you're broke.
There's so many ways you can basically give. You can even help somebody down the street, who needs maybe even advice. It can start so small. There's so many initiatives where you can even give your old clothes. And I think it's truly, and that it's truly important to give. And giving can be anything, the advice can be your time, because your time is worth a lot as well. So how do you make an impact in the world? Show others that it's important to give as well, because others might be might be capable to actually donate. So if you can't give money or give anything yourself, then give your time or give your attention or help someone down the street. And I think that really helps and that makes an impact. And as they say, it's really true. I mean, you get what you give, basically.
So now the last question. It's a hot question for teens, but how can us teenagers make money?
Yeah, it's a hard question. How can you make money? Well, basically, first of all, is find something that you're good at, I guess, and try to monetize that. What's your passion? Then again, there's so many people who are trying that. I would say, be willing to work. The same basically what I said in the last question, like, be willing to put in the hours to make money. Don't be afraid to fail at things, and just keep trying. Keep trying. But there's so many ways to make money, actually. I mean, I know that you know that as well. You can run social media, you can clean cars, you can do whatever, as long as you're willing to do what it takes and willing to spend the time, and don't be a lazy fucker.
I completely agree. So, Bob, thank you for your time. I hope I will speak with you another time. Of course we will. I don't need help. We will. Check out his page. He makes awesome content. It's gonna be here right now. Click on it.